So another challenge has passed, another queen is gone. I just didn't think it'd be my best friend. Honestly, it hurts. Like, the wound is still fresh. But this is a competition, and I'll get over it.
Argyle, you know it was just business, right? Like, we're still sisters and everything, even when we're lip-syncing for our lives out in front of judges.
Yeah, of course, babes. I hold no ill will. I would feel the same way if it were you sent home instead of Mallory. Maybe I'd feel a little less bad because, you know, we were flatmates and did everything together. Honestly, I do consider both Ebony and Mallory to be my sisters. Even though I may be closer to Mallory, I still view Ebony as a good friend.
I was kind of hoping that Argyle would spare me the dramatics, but you always know what to expect when you're friends with a drama student.
Well, they do say that time heals all wounds or some such.
You must have a lot of experience in that regard, then.
Indeed I do. Decades so folded and rippled to count. A whole 129 years of experience, to be precise.
Damn! Miss Abby looking good for almost 30. 130!
Grandma Abby certainly looks old, but I had no idea she was actually a fossil. This might be a new record. Congratulations, Velveta Baggins. You are no longer the oldest queen in Drag Race history.
That old wisecrack is almost 130 years old. What black magic sorcery is behind this? I'm asking for a friend.
Abby, darling, I'd never guess you were a day over 50.
60 is actually when I became immortal. Through alchemy and sorcery, of course. I'm not too prideful to admit when I've had a little help from the magical department. Besides, my friends on the other side can work wonders for a wizened mage's confidence.
Well, judging certainly went well, didn't it?
For Zoara and I, yes, it went well, very well in fact, because I go my second runway win.
Honestly, I'm a little shocked that I got that acting challenge win instead of you, Dahlia. Your acting was so far and beyond.
Oh, stop it. You deserve that win every bit as much as I did, which I did.
Well, nobody does big top or over the top quite like you, Dahlia, my dear.
Stop it, Zoara. You're gonna make me blush, and then I'm gonna get wrinkles.
I bet these hags actually thought in their miniature little pea-brain minds that they were gonna be rid of me. The fantastic Honey Marie Combs. Well, ladies, sometimes dreams play out a little differently and become nightmares for other people. I'm thrilled to be your personal Freddy Krueger.
Hello, my magical queens. Enjoying another day of fierce competition? Well, today's challenge will see you bring out your inner princess. Because, as we all know, the first step to queendom is a princess. And then after that, you'll need to think pink for the main center stage. And as I always say, be there or be square.
Thank God this sheet's over, so now I can finna take this sheet off of Mum's face.
I was sorta hoping that we were over the acting challenges already. But Inner Princess has a Disney ring to it, and sounds like it could be fun.
A princess acting challenge. I think that is right up my alley. As my great-great-great-grandmother used to say, if you can act, you can lie. If you can lie, you can act, and you'll never get a parking ticket ever. Although I'm not entirely sure just how factual or accurate that is.
I'm so over the acting challenges, as the kids say.
Oh, hell no. Another goddamn acting challenge. I tell you what, Morgyn, you might be the host of the show, you might be the head judge, but my fat ass is flat out done tired of these acting challenges. Shit, bitch.
Another acting challenge? Damn it. Why couldn't it be Snatch Game or a swimsuit challenge? I know I'd win at either of those.
This is my chance to show Morgyn my inner princess, even though she's a deformed, psychotic spider girl from hell.
So we're all quickly de-dragging and dressing up for our next big challenge. When Dakota approaches Dahlia and I
don't want you to sound like a know-it-all, but I knew something was up when Dakota came over out of drag and not changed for the next challenge.
Hey, Dahlia, Zoara, can I talk to you both in private for a moment over there? I had something to get off of my chest, something that I needed to confess. And I felt as though the only ones whom I could confide in were my two drag moms. So there's this thing that's been bugging me since I got here on day one. Like, I know it's early, yeah, but I've been struggling both mentally and emotionally to find my place in this competition. And I just don't think my anxiety will allow me a moment's rest while I'm in such a shamble emotionally.
Dakota, are you saying that you want out of the competition?
Yeah, I think I should go. I think that would be the best for me right now.
Dakota, I feel like in the short time we've had to get to know one another, that you're a very capable and intelligent queen, and I know that your journey here is going to inspire a lot of new queens. I'm going to miss you, but you have to put your own well-being before the competition.
Dakota, darling, I absolutely agree with Zoara here, your other mother, and as your other mother, I feel like you should just take personal time and forget about the competition. Winning is not everything, even though I'm sure that I will probably end up winning. But seriously, your mental health and your emotional stability comes first, and you shouldn't let anything, even a competition, come in the way.
The fighting, the bickering back and forth, the drama. I'm a chill person, and my nerves can only take so much, and I feel like the stress of the competition has compounded all of that. I know it's only been a few challenges into the competition, but I was already an anxious person before I entered, and my anxiety has been skyrocketing these past few days. So the drama and everything else, it's all just too much. I promise you all that you haven't seen the last of Dakota Wild. She'll return to drag after she finds her path to wellness. It hurts for me to have to walk away like this, but deep down, I know it's for the best. Zoara, Dahlia, you two are the best, and I can't wait to see you at the reunion.
I feel like at some point, at some time, Dakota Wild Star is going to ignite, and she's going to go full supernova on the world, and the drag scene will be all the better for it. She's incredibly talented and a unique soul. I wish her well on her mental health journey.
Honestly, I'm not surprised or even saddened at the fact that Dakota has walked out on the competition. In fact, it saves me from having to send another queen home in humiliating defeat. Ha!
So when I went out into the parking lot, the bus hadn't arrived yet. So I sat down on the steps and did some breathing exercises and really thought about my situation.
Dakota, you're back?
Dakota, you've come back to us.
I did some thinking while I was outside, took some deep breaths, and I think I can do this.
As I was preparing for the challenge, I noticed that Dakota Wild did return from outside. I don't know why she had a change of heart, but she seems happier now, and that is all that matters.
So are we ready to sing in the forest as princesses?
I don't know why Dakota returned, and I don't care. I'm happy to see her back, and giving the competition her all. You go, girl!
Even though my anxiety is giving me, like literal, hell right now. I can't just turn my back on the competition and my drag moms, my friends, Dahlia and Zoara. I could never forgive myself if I walked out on an opportunity to win it all.
Here we have Princess Celine, serenading a scarecrow and beautiful songbirds, with her long, flowing, golden blonde hair flowing in the breeze. And it seems as though nature is just as taken aback and delighted with her presence as she is with nature itself. This truly is a magical moment for a magical princess. And here we have Princess Plumé serenading nature with her voice, and it looks as though she's drawn out some of the local critters to watch and enjoy her harmonious voice. Mr. Rabbit over there curiously ponders over to watch the princess. And here is Miss Juicy Miss Princess Juicy. Getting into the mood, it seems. And the birds appear to be flying away. Away from her person. And Mr. Bunny appears to be hobbling away from her person. It seems as far as princesses go, she might be one of the worst. This assignment was the absolute worst, dumbest motherfucking challenge I have done yet on this show. It makes me question my sobriety actually coming onto the show in the first damn place. Miss Princess Ebony woos nature with her smooth, silky voice, although it does appear that the birds are flying in the opposite direction rather than paying attention to our Disney princess. And the bunnies are not paying attention. And neither is our helpful local scarecrow. It seems she's singing into the void, and the void is not looking back. In fact, the seagulls are more entertaining. Oh dear. And Princess Honey woos nature with her sparkling personality and her angelic voice. The wind rustles through the grass and the trees, and the earthly sprites, the wisps, rise up from the ground. Butterflies dancing in the distance as the sun begins to set. It seems as though Miss Princess Honey's fans are a bit shy at the moment. Princess Dahlia, she's doing her best and she's attracting the birds, flying in her direction, listening to her own version of a bird song, a sweet bird song, and attracting the attention of Mr. Scarecrow as well. Let's see if there's any other earthly delights paying attention to her siren song. A song to lull the masses, to entrance them. Well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I believe that I have a very good chance of picking up my second win after this challenge. I did so tremendously well. I would not be surprised if I won both the runway and the challenge. We'll just have to see. Oh, did the neon light explode again? Curse my luck. Princess Argyle seems to be directly serenading the bird home, and the birds are taking notice, flying in her direction, all around her, drinking in her appearance and relishing in the sound of her voice, as the harmonious wisps also gather in the background. This truly is a magical, inspiring princess night, as the moon draws ever closer. And Princess Abacus, an unconventional route, but still a route nonetheless, serenades nature, not with her voice, but with song nonetheless, with a violin. And Mr. Rabbit seems to be taking notice, as well do the songbirds, and Mr. Scarecrow. This truly is a magical night for Princess Abacus. I believe she has found a loophole, but she is still a princess nonetheless, and is still one with nature. This performance has solidified that fact. Here is Princess Zoara singing with nature, drawing the attention of beautiful bluebirds and sparrows, and Mr. Rabbit as well, who's being a little shy at the moment. It is that time of evening after all. But as the day draws to a close, other friends of the night, draw near to pay attention and listen and dance in the music of Princess Zora's song.
I hate to admit this, but this challenge was not my expertise. I have no idea how I did, and for all I know, I could end up lip-syncing tonight.
And we arrive at Princess Aranea, who is cracking jokes with the Scarecrow instead of singing. Princesses do tend to have a sense of humor. That is an important quality of being a princess, though it's not quite what the challenge was asking for. And now she is having conversation with the bird post. It's, again, one with nature, but still we wanted to hear your lovely voice, Princess Erinea. Again, not quite the challenge.
I ate this challenge! Up! No crumbs, honey! I came, I saw, I devoured and delivered to Morgyn a magical princess that she'll never forget.
And nature suddenly comes to life as Princess Dakota woos them with her magical silky voice, the birds taking flight to the skies to get a better glimpse of our princess. And Mr. Rabbit hobbles out of his little stump. Oh, there he is. Nature is just in love with our princess, as we all are. Princess Dakota, our princess in pink.
I think I did pretty good. Like, I know I'm not really Disney princess material, but I did pretty good for a chick that almost quit.
So, how do y'all feel you did?
To be honest, I'm not so sure. With Morgyn narrating and me only pantomiming and zero direction, I have no clue what the final cut will end up looking like.
Well, hey, good luck anyway, because we're stars and we're gonna go far regardless. Besides, there'll always be someone worse.
At some point, there won't be anyone left but us. Assuming we make it to the finale, that is. But you're right. Let's not fret upon the unknown.
I feel like I did very good, even though pantomime is not my forte.
But your French miming is supposed to be your specialty.
Dahlia's funny like that. She's very encouraging of others, while still reinforcing the idea that she's top cat around the alley. How I'm going to miss her once I send her home. Ha ha ha.
I feel like I nailed it, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if I won this challenge.
I don't know how I did exactly, but I don't think it was any worse than last week's challenge.
I don't give a fuck how all your alls feels. I'm done with the acting, period, mama.
So Juicy hates acting and dancing and singing and sewing and anything remotely related to Drag Race. What a surprise. It's Drag Race. There's bound to be multiple challenges that test our acting ability.
So what are you gonna do when the next acting challenge happens? Just not participate?
I really couldn't care less what you all have to say. I've said my piece on the matter. Y'all's dismissed.
Well, unlike Miss Hamburglar over there, I actually do care, which is why I mime my damnedest during that princess challenge, no matter how cringe-inducing it was.
I said what I mean, and I meant what I said. No more acting challenges. Bitch, I am beyond over it. Send my ass home. I'll be happy to get back to my Nintendo Switch and New Horizons.
Hello, one and all, and welcome to the grand stage of Morgyn's Drag Race. And hello again to my lovely panel of judges. Siobhan Fires, I don't know how many times I've strutted my stuff down this runway, looked you square in the eyes and said, Siobhan Fires, you're beautiful, you're perfect, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model. Well, it's all true, darling. How are you tonight? Are you excited to review our Queen's Think Pink runway? Morgyn, I never get tired of hearing that. You can call me a model any day, every day, all day. My ears will never tire of hearing that. And you know me, I'm always tucked in anticipation for seeing the Queens strut their stuff. Well, if it isn't our very good friend, Countess Vladislav Strahd. Am I pronouncing that right, darling? Are your arms tired from flapping like a little bitty bat all the way out here from Transylvania? I'm sorry. You moved to Forgotten Hollow a long time ago. Where is my mind at tonight? Hello, Morgyn. My arms are indeed tired because I am a vampire who can transmogrify into a bat. Was transmogrify too fancy of a word? I'm sorry, I've been playing MMOs lately and they use that word a lot. I shapeshift into a bat that flutters around. But since COVID restrictions prevent me from leaving the country, I am stuck here. And when I say stuck, Morgan, I think of it as a vacation. Or in my case, a slaycation. Because I'm a vampire and I suck the life out of living things. And if it isn't our resident fashionista himself, teen fashion blogger sensation Jasper Harp. Darling, I noticed that you're lily white tonight. What gives? The theme is Think Pink, hun.
Well, Morgan, I didn't want to overdo it with the pink. I am a guy. After all, he...
And a very butch masculine guy at that. Now, our queens were tasked with participating in a Inner Princess video narrated by yours truly, Morgan Ember. And then they were told to prepare their best Think Pink look to the main center stage. Well, without further ado, let's do further and reveal my queen.
With my look, I wanted to bring a little class and a little sophistication to the runway. My dress is opulent, yes, but it is also conventional. I want to show the judges that you don't have to dress up and parade around the catwalk looking like an over 30 Britney Spears impersonator in order to get Think Pink right.
The spider slowly scuttles down the runway, eyeing its prey with all of its opticals. Baby, I've got this in the bag. I can feel it.
The inspiration for my Think Pink look was the idea of just being a party girl. Cute, young, and ready to have some fun. The judges are going to eat me up like I were a cupcake with pink frosting.
My look is giving you Dahlia Swan the experience. Picture it. I'm cruising on the shores. Maybe that's not the right word. I'm relaxing on the shores of Tartosa as a movie star, because you don't hear that these days, movie star. Celebs are a dime a dozen, but Dahlia Swan, the Dahlia Swan experience, is a movie-going experience, a star-studded experience.
I am out there strutting my stuff in my sleek share wig, showing the judges that pink doesn't have to exclusively mean party girl. It can also mean executive, diva, winner.
My looks might not be extravagant like Abacus, but I'm giving the judges what they want. A pretty gal in a pink dress looking to channel her inner princess at a fancy casino somewhere in Vegas.
I am showing the judges something that is going to blow their mind to the fifth dimension. Bitch, this look is not crazy or expensive, but it does have its secrets. Shh, no telling.
My look is giving pop star, icon, fashion expert, but most importantly it is delivering think pink. I like pink actually, I like it a lot.
I'm showing the judges a little bit of vintage glamour with this look. It's not overtly pink, while also not straying too far off topic. Tonight, I'm going to show the judges and the world that Celine is the big bad wolf of drag.
For my runway, I wanted to have a little fun, let down my hair, and just go with the flow. Which is why this pink mermaid dress is absolutely perfect for this runway. It's party girl. It's 30 going on 13. Honey, it practically screams, think pink.
Next is Dakota Wild, and oh, I am wild for this look. It is a lavish look that I have yet to see on this young queen at all this season. I'm loving it.
My think pink runway is probably the most feminine and girly girl look in my drag wardrobe at the moment. And even I wanted to show off that girlish side of Dakota, you know, that deep down I always knew exists. And hopefully the judges will see some splinter of versatility in me this season.
Would the following queens please remain on stage? Abacus, Irenea, Dahlia Swan, Ebony MF Fairbanks, Juicy O Couture, and Celine. The rest of you may retire to the Delusion Convince Yourself Lounge for a cocktail, or two, or three.
Can they pause production so I can go take a dump?
Meanwhile, in the Delusion Convince Yourself Lounge, the other queens were discussing this week's challenge.
So I wasn't even called to the stage. Guess that means I'm just safe.
Better than being in the bottom, trust me. I'm talking from experience here. Sure, safe is safe, but I'll take it over being up for elimination again.
It's just that when I put this look together, in my mind, I felt I had a winning look.
Girl, my name was never even considered. You already have, 2 wins. I have 0. I think I'm allowed to feel worse about it.
Me as well, I am simply just safe. Just safe? Who am I kidding? Safe is not good enough. It's unacceptable. C'est de la merde.
You could be a winner. Any of us could be, right?
When they call names to the stage, while excluding others, it means that they've already picked their tops and bottoms for the week.
Well, damn. And here I thought I had a shot at winning a maxi challenge for once.
It's a moot point crying over it now. I'm sure whomever the judges picked as winner will be lovely. Meanwhile, I am screaming internally.
My queens, the 6 of you represent the best and the worst of tonight's runway and maxi challenge. We're going to do something similar from last challenge, where we judges will scrutinize your runway choices, and you will have an opportunity to explain yourselves before we give you our ultimate decision. Starting with Miss Abacus.
With my look, I wanted to show you all that you can be glamorous without looking like a bimbo.
Hey now, one of our winners of Morgyn's Drag Race happens to be a bimbo.
My Think Pink look showcases that you can be conventionally attractive while upholding an ounce of old-world savoir-faire.
I rather enjoyed Abacus's touch of old-school charm. It is something that an equally old-school vampire such as myself can appreciate and enjoy. And if I may be so bold to speak my opinion, I think that it is a winning look, if you ask me. Abacus, Miss Abby, OMG, she is not. But OMG, I love this look, Abacus. It's weird because I want to say it's a simple look. And in reality, it is a simple, because you could go to any wedding outlet store or wherever and have this, custom made, or just buy it right off the rack. But the way you carry yourself and the way you've coordinated the colors, a touch of silver, of diamond, of white here and there, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's perfect. And that, my friend, is what makes a winning look, in my opinion.
I also want to elbow in and say that I absolutely adore your look tonight, Abacus. Like Siobhan said, it incorporates the perfect levels of white, silver, diamond, and creates this perfect harmony that is as you describe. Glamorous and sophisticated.
Thank you, you're too kind.
Thank you, Abacus. Aranea, your turn. Would you care to describe your look for the judges tonight?
My look is giving you party girl and princess, so basically party princess, who happens to also be a spider.
This look is quite possibly my least favorite of the evening. It's so bland, it's blasé, drab, and uninspired. My dear Aranea, your name is so evocative of the classic, horrifying orb spider, but your look evokes an image of dull and plainness and ordinary glam. I had hoped for more, but I am left disappointed. Thank you, Aranea. Dahlia Swan, would you like to explain your runway look for we judges tonight? Well, my look is, get this, movie star on vacation. She's out there in Tartosa on the beaches, relaxing, shades covering her eyes, hair flowing in the breeze, and wearing this beautiful, gorgeous, think pink dress. It's light, it's breathable, but it's gorgeous and exotic and blends in perfectly with the locals, who all love her, by the way. Well, Dahlia, I have to say I do love this look. It's one of my favorites of the night. I agree with everything you said. I picture it perfectly in my mind. In fact, I'm going to have to steal that look when I go on my next Tartosa vacation.
I really like what you served us on the runway tonight, Dahlia. I think out of all the queens here, you've really grasped the concept of Think Pink and made it your own.
Thank you, Dahlia. Ebony MF Fairbanks, would you like to explain your look to us judges tonight?
My look is basically saying, yes, you can be a party girl, but you can look like a boss bitch at the same time.
Ebony motherfucking Fairbanks. I have got to say, I like this look. Actually, let me backtrack a little bit. I like the concept of this look, the idea, but the execution of it, I'm not so sure about. Because, and I get it, think pink, there's lots of shades of pink. When I look at you in this dress, in this skirt, the maroon blotch jumps out at me. And so instead of seeing pink, I'm seeing maroon. And it kind of ruins the entire package for me. So it's kind of like, she had a good idea going, but if we're all a little bit lighter shade of pink, and maybe some white or even black incorporated into it, it would be such a solid look. And I'm getting more maroon than think pink. Thank you, Ebony MF Fairbanks. Juicy Au Couture, would you like to please explain your runway look to us judges tonight?
Basically how it is, I'm serving you rich bitch, made it to Hollywood already, and is over this shit.
That's interesting, Juicy, because it looks to me like you're serving a hot steaming pile of cow dung. In my opinion, of course. I will go ahead and say it. I absolutely hate this look. In my opinion, it is by far one of the worst, if not candidate for the absolute worst I have seen this decade.
I like the idea you have going there. Maybe something outside the box. I know you said Hollywood starlet or whatever, but what you're giving us is over the hill granny heading for the retirement home. If there was some deeper meaning hidden down there, I'm not sure what you didn't show us during your runway.
Thank you, Juicy. Celine! Lastly, but certainly not leastly, would you care to explain your runway choices for the judges tonight?
Basically, what I'm trying to show you with my look is classical but sexy, a vintage queen who is down on the party scene.
I like this look for you, Celine. And I know that your condition hampers the ability to wear footwear. But does it hamper your ability to accessorize? I would have liked to have seen more in the way of jewelry, earrings, bracelets, necklaces. Anything that would make this look stand out more.
I'm going to be honest, Celine. While I don't love your look tonight, I don't absolutely hate it. It is a bit on the boring side. If I had to guess, I would say it was a safe look. Thank you, Celine. And with that, we conclude our little Q&A session. The remaining queens on stage may join your sisters in the Delusion Convince Yourself Lounge while we judges deliberate.
You're back.
How was your onstage assessments?
Well, I don't want to be that kind of queen, but the judges absolutely loved Dahlia Swan's look. And I have a feeling someone's gonna be a winner. And that winner is... it's going to be me! I can just tell.
The only thing worse than a losing Dahlia is a winning one. Ugh, that smug sense of self-satisfaction.
I received mostly positive feedback. Unless my memory fails me, I can't recall receiving any negative critiques, in fact.
I'm pretty sure I'll be in the bottom. The critiques I received more than ensured it. It's kind of funny feeling so apprehensive about the possibility of having to lip sync for the second time. Maybe it's penance for sending away Mallory.
I think I'm beginning to grow on them just a bit. Girl,
I won't be in the bottom. Nope, not me. Because I'm what? Safe.
the judges weren't living for my look. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm lip-syncing tonight.
Josie, do you not have anything to contribute to the discussion?
Was I talking? If I was talking, then that would indicate that I had something to say. I ain't saying shit, bitch, because I ain't got shit to say. Period.
Whoa, why so hostile?
At least 4 of us are bottom placing. There's no sense to lash out anyone here.
First of all, hoes, I was minding my P's and Q's until one of y'all squawked over and asked me a question, which I was obviously keeping to myself because my ass just might be in the bottom. And I ain't in the mood to play little fucking games, okay? So you all keep to yourself and I'll do my own shit. Got it?
Juicy. I know you're probably feeling rather prostrate at the moment, but being in the bottom isn't the end of the world. If you lip sync, you're lip sync. And if you win, then you compete another day. If you lose, you get to go home, yes, but it's not the end of your drag career, not unless you make it so.
I would like very much for all you hoes to leave me to my thoughts, to my piece. I said my piece, and that's it. I am very frustrated in this moment because I chose a unique look I knew none of these bitches were gonna do because it's too conventional, too TV oriented, okay? And I chose something that I knew was gonna look good. On paper, it looked good. On the stage, maybe not so good compared to the other looks. How the hell was I supposed to know that Morgyn was looking for a supermodel?
Anyway, we'd better return to the main stage. Our final judgment awaits us.
I really, really, really need to go take a dump.
Alrighty then, just between us curious little monkeys, what do we think of those 6 queens' performance in the Maxi Challenge tonight?
Morgan, my thoughts are as they were before. I absolutely adore Abacus's runway look. And her performance, if I may say so again, is a winning one. And I will state again for the record that Miss Juicy's look is an abomination that should be hidden away from the eyes of men, women, and children alike.
Abacus, to me, is a winner tonight. I liked her in the challenge. Her one-way look was fierce. I loved the color coordination with the white, silver, diamonds, with the pink. It wasn't too much white and silver or too much pink. It was the right amount. And she took that challenge and she owned it to the letter. And I think that I'm going to throw my hat in favor of Abacus. Either Maxi or Runway.
I think that Abacus made the princess pantomime her own thing by using a violin to woo the creatures of the meadow. While I also think that her runway was fierce, I would throw my hat in favor of Dahlia Swan getting at least the win for this runway, as she was on point and delivered all the way through.
Interesting. Siobhan, Jasper, I need to know your thoughts on our 4 potential bottom queens. Aranea, Ebony Fairbanks, Juicy Couture, and Celine. Who do you think it should be?
My heart goes out for Ebony. It can't be easy. Sending a friend home who was also a lip sync opponent just recently and also falling in the bottom. I think her look was bad, but I don't think it was bottom to lip sync worthy. I think that Aranea fills that role. Her performance in the pantomime was bad, and her runway look was beyond basic. I would also go ahead and say Juicy. Her attitude stinks, her look was shit, and her performance in the pantomime was average.
I think that Miss Juicy and Aranea have both earned their spots in the bottom for a lip sync tonight. Aranea's performance in the Princess Pantomime was off the wall and not in a good way, and her runway was basic. Juicy's performance was forgettable, like taking out the garbage to curb. You just forget about it. And her runway was confusing and weird, and I don't like feeling confused when it comes to fashion.
Thank you, colleagues. I believe I have made my decision. Silence! Summon forth my queens! Welcome back, queens. When I call your name, please step forward. Abacus. Aranea. Dahlia Swan. Ebony Fairbanks. Juicy Couture. Celine. Ladies, the 6 of you represent the best and the worst of this week's challenge. Abacus, not only did you serenade the sweet, sweet creatures of the forest with your wonderful violin music, you also serenaded us, because we felt absolutely enchanted with your spell. Congratulations, my dear, you are the winner of this week's Maxi Challenge.
My second win, my second Maxi Challenge win. A runway win is fine and dandy, however, I believe that it is the Maxi Challenges that separate the girls from the women.
And I haven't forgotten our Runway Challenge winner. Congratulations, Miss Dahlia Swan. I believe that this is your second Runway Challenge win and your second win total overall. Congratulations, my dear. You've earned it. Well, what did I tell everyone? Dahlia Swan comes in and she takes names and she wins them. Absolutely, Dahlia Swan, Del Sol Valley's finest. I won another runway challenge, and what's that telling people? It's telling them that I am fashionable. Now, if I can win a Maxi Challenge win, that would be great too. You each have won 1,500 simoleons and a new party dress by Sim-Inspired Creations Incorporated. You may both exit to the back of the stage with the other queens. Ebony M.F. Fairbanks. Usually you dress to impress, but this time your dress was a mess.
If I have to lip sync again, then so be it. I know I can take either of these slags in a fight.
Aranea, the spider. You were supposed to be the hunter. Instead, it seems as though you landed in someone else's web and are now the prey. I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination.
What? I am totally shocked that this is happening. I had zero idea I would have to lip sync again.
Celine, you promised us the big bad wolf of drag. But after today's performance, I'm only seeing scared little puppy of drag.
I absolutely do not want to lip sync tonight, but I totally will unleash the beast if I have to, and Lord have mercy on whoever is on the receiving end of it.
Ebony Fairbanks, Celine, you're both safe. You may both exit the stage to be with your safe sisters. Juicy! I'm sorry, my dear, but I'm afraid that means that you are also up for elimination. I'm alright. I'm okay. Miss Juicy O Couture is hanging in there. Sure, I got to lip sync. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do. Send this hoe home and get the fuck on with this competition, bitch. I'm impatient as hell. I wanna win. Now then, please take your places. Ladies, this is your last chance to impress me and save yourselves from elimination. The time has come for you to lip sync for your life. Good luck, and please don't flunk it up. And of motherfucking course, it had to be a pop song. An 80s ballad type breakup pop song. Couldn't be rap. Couldn't be R&B. Nope. Had to be fucking pop white people music. Shit, bitch, please.
So, what if it's an 80s pop song? I can dance to anything, baby. Electronic, rock, rap, metal, death metal, pop, J-pop, K-pop, sounds of nature, whales, anything. You name it.
Talk of the town. I'm not gonna let you go and run around. I need to know that you'll be true to me, 'cause that's the way it's got to be. Why can't you give your promise to me? Is love so blind that you cannot see?
This lip sync will no doubt be fueled by emotion. The emotion of wishing to remain in the competition.
As I'm watching my two most hated ex-colleagues, I can't help but think I am so glad that's not me lip-syncing out there.
See the look in your eyes, I know you're hurting inside. Let me try to make you love me again. Not say that I knew you when you were mine. You were mine. It's time. Oh, yeah.
Ladies, I have come to a decision. Irenea, Shantae, you stay. You may return to the back of the stage with your fellow queens.
And so the spider lives to hunt another day. Booyah!
Juicy. May I call you Juicy?
Yes, of course, Mama Morgan.
Juicy, you came into this competition with a larger-than-life personality. But attitudes carry weight, and I'm afraid that the taste of your attitude left a sour impression in many people's mouths. Now, I want you to reflect on your time here and do some introspecting and fix whatever problems you have and maybe reinvent yourself. But I don't want you to give up on drag, because I know that drag has not given up on you. Now, sashay away.
Well, I'm fixing to get the fuck out of here. I'll see the rest of you hoes at the reunion. Peace! I feel disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not shocked at the results. In the end, I should have listened to Jasper. I should have revealed my reveal on the runway instead of saving it for the lip sync. I saved it because I had a plan, worked out, and the plan did not come together. It did not work out how I had it in my head. I wound up in the bottom, and it is what it is. I'm not bitter. I angry. I'm mad. Because at the end of the day, it's just drag. It's all just drag. I got my ass sent home by a fellow drag queen. Sure, it was Aranea of all people. But at least I didn't get sent home by the janitor or something. And I'm going to think about what Morgyn said to me on the stage. And I'm going to do some things, make some changes. And hopefully my drag will get better, my bookings will get better, and my purse will get fatter. It's been fun. It's been real, honey. I feel like a heel, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I feel like I've said that several times already. It's time for this big bitch to go. Juicy O Couture is leaving the building.
4 queens down, and 10 remain. We draw ever closer to discovering who our magical queen of 2023 will be. It could be any of you queens on the stage. Now, with that said, let the music play.
That's much better. So did I miss anything?